work every day is to transform cars which are not powerful, right, to making them extremely powerful. That's my work on a daily basis. And 99% of the cars that you guys are giving me are turbocharged cars, right? Very powerful cars. And after having worked them, they're going to feel like completely different vehicles, right? And at the end of the day, this is what I end up driving, right? This is what I come to. This is what I daily, right? I drive this Toyota Altezza of the year 1999. It's a 99 model, 4-cylinder engine with no turbo, right? So every time that I'm in this car, in fact, the problem that I'm having started a couple of days ago, right? In fact, not days, months ago, right? Every time I get into this car, somehow it feels like there's something broken, right? It feels like there's something definitely broken, and I've tried a lot of things, you know, until I realized that my car is actually perfect, right? There's nothing wrong with that car, but the problem is that I'm working your vehicles on a daily basis, and they are far much more powerful than this. So when I get into this car, it almost feels like something is broken, right? So here's what I decided to do, right? I decided to completely transform this car and get it an entirely different engine, right? It's going to be getting a Supra engine, right? Let me repeat that in case you didn't hear it quite correctly. It's going to be getting a Supra engine and a Supra gearbox. That's what I'm going to do with this car. I'm going to completely transform it into something else, right? And I'm pretty much excited about this, right? Now I know some of you guys are going to say, look, isn't that going to be an expensive conversion? Aren't you better off selling the car and using the money to buy probably an upgrade or something like that, right? Yeah, I guess that would totally make sense, but the problem is I actually love this car. This is actually my second Toyota Altezza. I really love this car. The moment that I sit in this car, the way that I feel, right, when I'm in this car is there's no other car that will give me that feeling, right? That's the reason why I love this car, right? So I'm actually going to transform it, right, give it more power, and at the same time, after having done that conversion, the conversion that I intend to do on this vehicle, we're supposed to ensure that that car remains or stays beautiful. As it is, it's beautiful, but I want to make it more beautiful, right? When we do that transformation. So I hope, in fact, I'm going to be trying to film most of the work that we're going to be doing to this car, and I'm very much excited about this transformation process that I'm about to embark on. Already, I've ordered the engine and the gearbox, so they are on their way. I was just speaking to the transporter, and he was just telling me that I think it should be by the border today, which means the engine should be delivered any day from between today and the next coming 3 days. So I'm pretty much pumped about this. I'm very much excited about it. You know, other people would ask me, okay, fine, why don't you get probably a Subaru, right? Because those Subarus, I mean, they're powerful, right? I think if you do enough tune-ups to those Subarus, you can easily do, I think, 300 horsepower, even more, I think. But the problem is that I am not a four-wheel drive person. I don't like four-wheel drive cars. Another person would say, why don't you get a Golf GTI, right? You tune it up. I mean, it's easy to push those numbers, right? It's easy to push those numbers, to go all the way up and push those numbers. But the reason why I don't like a Golf GTI is because it's a front-wheel drive. I'm not a front-wheel drive person. I'm not a four-wheel drive person. I'm a rear-wheel drive guy, right? Engine in the front, drive at the back, and a happy piece of meat in between. That's me, right? that's the guy I am, right? I like to apply a little bit of counter steering, right? I like to apply a little bit of counter steering when I'm driving, right? I love wet surfaces. I love to drift sometimes, so that's why I love. And there is no other car in my mind that is that can give me the kind of sensation that this car, this Toyota Altezza has, right? It kind of, I feel like it has got a character which I'm so in love with. That's the reason why I don't want to move out of this car for any reason. I would rather upgrade this car. I would rather upgrade it and get it to the level that I want, right? So with the Supra engine, I'm looking at about 300 horsepower stock, right? And if I do some tune-ups, I might as well probably be pushing up to, I might push up the numbers as high as even 500 horsepower if I want to, right? But basically, when I get that stock engine, what I want to do is I want to do enough tune-ups so that I would just be doing probably 350 horsepower. That's my goal. That's my goal. Okay. So I'm pretty much excited about it, and I'm waiting for the guys at Chevrolet to deliver my engine, and I actually can't wait. In fact, I haven't been sleeping for the past 2 weeks, to be honest. I haven't been sleeping at all. You see, it doesn't, it doesn't feel, that's my foot all the way down. It doesn't feel the way that I want, and I think, and like I said, it's because I've been driving extremely powerful cars. I've been testing extremely powerful cars for the past couple of months, to a point that for some reason this car just feels like it's broken. But the engine is perfect. I'll show you the engine in a bit, right? It's perfect. Everything is alright. I maintain this car so much. I don't like cars with problems, so I make sure everything is perfect on this car. But for some reason, just because I work on powerful cars almost on a daily basis, when I get into this, it just feels like shit. It just feels like shit, unfortunately.